Okay, you're on.
Hi, I'm Greg Hudgins. I'm Rose's husband, and I actually worked in Stone Harbor at a young age on a huckster truck. And if you don't know what a huckster truck is, it's a panel truck that was loaded up with fruits and vegetables, and we went door to door, knocking on doors and selling fruit and vegetables. And the man I worked for, his name was Jim Still. From Swinton, and I walked from 81st Street to 114th Street, from the beach to the bay, knocking on every door and running from dogs and and whatnot, selling vegetables, and it was interesting. At that time, it was a lot of little cottages and single homes. It's not what we see today in the island. The island has changed a lot. Like my wife said earlier, the dunes were there, like the dunes. And it was nice. But the huckstering was door to door. We got in Stone Harbor usually between 8:30 in the morning, and we stayed there until we got done. And some days it would be 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. And I think our first year I did it, I was 13. I did that until I was 15. When I turned 15, that was my last year there. I left there and went to work for the A&P in courthouse.
Let's tell your story again.
Oh, well, I used to see him coming on this truck, and I told my mom, I said, one day I'm going to marry him. And she said, mm-hmm. And I did.
Yeah, it was
50 years.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to last. Her family wasn't crazy about me, and my family wasn't crazy about her. But that's the way it was. It wasn't supposed to last. And
he was from the wrong side of the tracks, and I was from the wrong side of the tracks because they thought, because I lived in Stone Harbor.
Was Stone Harbor considered rich?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And right now it is, but
Still is. Yeah.
Yeah. But I grew up in Swinton. In Swinton, we were of modest means. We had what we needed, and if we didn't have it, we knew how to get it. And working on the huckster truck, whatever we didn't sell by the end of the week, I could bring some stuff home, help feed the family and that kind of stuff.
What was the name you used for the people that you missed?
Oh, Jim would tell me if I missed a house to go back and get that dew flicker. Everybody was a dew flicker. I don't know what a dew flicker is. I never knew, and I didn't question it. I just knew what he said, and you did what he said, because this was probably mid to late 50s, and maybe into 1960. You did what grown people said do. You didn't question. You just didn't. It was impolite, it was disrespectful, and all that stuff. And we were raised right once. And if he said get a dew flicker, you went back and got the dew flicker. You got the dew flicker, and that was pretty much what it was. But
and how much did you make doing this?
Oh, I made $12 a week from him, and then as I got older, I went from 12 to 15, and I think that $15 a week was about as much as I made from him. The rest I made in tips. The ladies liked me, and they were good tippers. They were bad tippers, and there was no tippers. But I could make probably $32 a week, along with my salary.
Did you save things? Like if you knew somebody was a good tipper and they always wanted certain fruits and vegetables, did you save the better stuff for them because they were good tippers?
No, it was all good. It was all good. The worst thing we ever probably did was run out of plums. I love the plums, the big purple plums, and you could sneak them off the truck. You couldn't get caught eating them, but they always disappeared. He knew what we were doing, but he didn't really raise sand with us.
Where was the food coming from?
The food came from, some of it came from, he had a little farm behind his house. Some mornings we'd have to go in and cut corn. And then the rest came from Goshen, along 47 from the farms over in Goshen.
So it was all local.
It was all local stuff, yeah.
But we,
Except for the fruits. The fruits were bought in, but the vegetables were all local. The beans, the corn, all that stuff was local.
but by the time he got to 81st Street from where we lived, we got what was left over. Always did.
You worked from 114th down?
Actually, we started in the middle of town. We'd come in on 96th Street and probably we would go out, and then some days we would come down. It depended, what day it was, and the weather, and who was there, because we kind of knew. See, a lot of people were just summer people, so we knew who was there during the summer. You get to know the town. Well, Uncle Jim, we always called him Uncle Jim. It was like back in the day, everybody's your uncle and aunt. So he knew the population because he had done this for years and years and years. I had brothers who worked on this truck in the early 50s. So he knew who was there when they were there, and he knew all the dew flickers. and so it depended on who was there, what week it was, as to which way we would go once we hit 96th Street, whether we'd go left or right. And if we went left and go down toward 81st Street, we started right at 95th Street and worked our way down.
Did you do it all times of the year or only in the
No,
summer?
only in the summer. There was nobody there in the wintertime. And you didn't have the food at the wintertime.
Well, even in the summertime, there was probably a quarter of the place that was undeveloped at that time. There were a lot of empty lot.
Not a lot. Not a lot. No, not a
I
lot.
seem to remember that.
The empty part was back down towards Anglesey. That
Right.
area down there was
Well, and
sparse.
past the Legion
Yeah,
there
it
was nothing.
was sparse down there.
and where the golf course is down on, it sits out in the bay. In Stone Harbor, yeah, it's a golf, it is a golf club.
Oh, the club.
Club, yeah.
The club is.
It sits
Wildwood
out
Golf
there.
Club?
No,
No, it's just.
it was one in Stone Harbor,
Mhm.
out on the bay.
You mean the yacht club?
The yacht club.
Yeah, the yacht club, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that still there?
Yes.
Yeah, yacht
They
club.
just renovated.
Oh, they did?
Yes, that's very much there. So,
Because when I first started Huckstering, he used to do Stone Harbor one day. We did Stone Harbor on like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday we did Avalon. So his wife, she ran Avalon. He did Stone Harbor. So he kind of worked for both, and you worked 7 days a week. It was 6 days a week, and you off on Sunday to go to church. So she quit Avalon. We quit Avalon because of not enough people.
Interesting.
There wasn't enough people in Avalon to make it worth what they were spending to buy the food to bring in to resell. So they couldn't make any money and run the truck too. So they quit Avalon and just concentrated on Stone Harbor. And then that's kind of the way it went. And then he just got too old to do it and folded up.
Okay.
It's a trade that no longer exists.
yeah.
And now I know what it means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.